And we're live with episode 13 of Professor Mydia Walks Onto the End. First things first, I completed the glams in their entirety. So, behold. Well, not entirety, just the outfit itself. I got the boots and the jacket. It's still using the Witch Doctor pants. But this be her. Doesn't show necklaces on this. Cool. Anyway. Without further ado, I don't have the thing open. There's no need. Return to the Crystarium. I had to use my main. I bought the items on the main, so I'm completely destitute on the main right now. Message with a friend, but like, hey, can you, because I saw they were online. I was like, hey, can you help me, you know, I was like, can you help me with trading stuff from the main to the alt? We did the meetup in Charlene because home point and it's free teleport, etc., you know. Anyway, let's just get into it. Return to the Crystarium. Gratia has something he wishes to give you. Take this, Mydia. My spirit vessel. This is unfortunate because I actually don't speak with Lena all the way Norvrend. $54 versus $84. Okay. I believe I have the ability to fly in Norvrend anyway, so. I'm pretty sure I could just swift cast through here and then click it, but I think the boots I have is the urban ones, right? Yep, urban boots and jacket, because that ended up being the cheaper combo, and the only one I could actually like buy. I should actually start reading now. Mydia, you are returned. Have you been well, you and the others? Ooh. The things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. Oh yeah. He said this to you? These exact words. Oh, to know that he is happy, it fills my heart with joy. Yeah, he's your grandfather figure, isn't he? Which is a very mutual feeling. Anyway, thank you, Mydia, for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. Futile, I request, though it is. Get called out. Tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages on over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of a mind that the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, where our representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far, nothing is set in stone, but however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our lord, and no one could. I love how the people in the background are agreeing. Have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there have been. Curious that you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late. Reen has been dedicating herself to the restoration of the Empty, you see. The Empty is the... Though it'll take many long years, the goal seems to have given her a newfound sense of purpose and fulfillment. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she'd be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her? You wish to enter the umbilicus. Very well, I shall fetch the key at once and take the opportunity to find Reen. Please wait for me in the city in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Shall we say I will be along as soon as I can. I don't... Yeah, this is it. Okay. I'd have to do all of Hildebrand to get the 90 artifact gear, which is gonna suck. Or conversely, I could just go for the ARR ones. Because that one's gonna be infinitely easier. Oh yeah, for those who aren't in the Discord server, you should join if you haven't. The stream almost got canceled today because my car wouldn't start. Battery did a die. Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly Mydia? Full glad am I to see you hale and whole, my friend. Yeah. What a wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's Return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours will be the one to crown them all. No. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. There's no end to the questions I would ask you, but if you could indulge me just one for now. In your quest to restore the night, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle? Oh yes, Hades, he who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in your quest to restore the night. Your battle in the depths of the Tempest, the stuff of epics. Compelling as it is, I worry that mere words wouldn't do justice to that fateful confrontation. Not that we would think to omit it entirely, of course. No, at the very least, we will impress upon readers that it was the climax of your hero's journey. No. The climax is, yet to arrive. I know you'd love to talk your ear off, Morin, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course, of course. And afterwards, would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time then, do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend in particular, remind him not to overexert himself. Again and again till his ears fall off, because that's what it takes for him to take a tart. Wow! Everyone's out here calling out Graha like... Jeez. Give the man a break. Is that the Warrior of Darkness? Oh heck, it's the Munchkins. It's her. It's really her. What are you doing here? If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Best not, Ricky. You'd only give her a stomachache. We've come and seen Morin to get his advice. One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first we need to choose a fighting style. Well, know that I want to be a mage. Arkil isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about lots of things. He isn't here. Aww. Ooh. Why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Arkil best? Axe, sword, or bow? Ooh. Ah. Get asked on the character that has no concept of this. But like, bro, I use magic. I'm a mage. What do you want from me? Well, she knows a bunch of sword users. And protecting your friends is always good. The sword. If you take up the sword, you could be just like... Brandon, the Warrior of Light. I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular though, I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. Oh, whoop your ass! Just be like, come forth, Bahamut. Just summon Bahamut. Just be like, boom. That's such a cheat. I'm just gonna summon the god. I'm just gonna summon a god and have it unleash its... Such fun she's been having, basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings. But does she spare a thought for me? Of course not. We haven't left. I waited and waited and waited, but she won't so much as acknowledge the presence of her beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless. Oh, I love it. Don't you have other things to do, Your Majesty? I have no end of important tasks to tend to, but unlike some, I know what my priorities should be. And since when did my sapling become a twisted old tree that says such unkind things? Woo! Yesterday. Or this morning when my car didn't start. I'm still upset about that. But as disappointed as I am, I'll overlook it this once. I know you have a lot on your mind right now. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it? How do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. That's not... Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we fae folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I can do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. I like struggling. Struggling good. Ah, but here are the ones you were waiting for. I wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at Tale's end. I love Fae. And the fact that the Fae are all non-binary is absolutely based. Ring! My apologies for the delay. Mydia, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. I gotta remember to set the Crystarium as my home point. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that. I'm the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Heidelin, never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then, the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. But then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Mydia, what are you not telling me? I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. The universe is doomed. That's what we're doing. Ow! It's gonna be a long stream and my voice is gonna die. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amarot has come again. Wait, was Reen with us in Amarot? Actually, yeah, that makes sense. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the first. So don't worry about us, please. Look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. No, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky. I love the glasses. Ironwood weapon coffer. I'll open it right before we go into Catesis. Snow White die for the for the items we're about to receive. Hope upon a flower. Irene wears a look of steely resolve. You're headed to the Umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Lena, decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again. I'm certain of it. We need to do two things. I need to Set the Crystarium as my home point. Because I need to be able to get here. Again, once we get the ancient outfit set home point. Because I'm gonna bounce home, then go back again. And then I have to set that as my glam for the duration of our stay in the Elden Times. Ah, Mrs. Mydia, welcome back. Captain has told me all. Give the word, and I'll show you to the ocular.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business. Acknowledged. Reinitializing Sidcus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all. So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share. I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes. That is all I know.
I mean, that's plenty.
The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived. Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart.
Okay, so the truth is our friendship with the then Elidibus from years ago via the Pandemonium incident, as well as a few other things.
My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course.
This is why he's helping us now.
You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief. In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the Ocula. All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go and do not look back. Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
I remember doing this the first time. I was like, what the... Big. Yikes. Nihility. The device, in all likelihood. It appears your form is intangible. This is the right place, yes? Propylaeon? Propylaeon. Probably the woman to attract attention, but feel nothing. And it seems neither does she. Oof. The remarkably large man wears a black robe and a half mask, much like the phantoms you encountered in Mare Lamentorum and the recreated Amarot. It would seem you have made it to your destination. Gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. Unable to apply glamour plates here. That's dickish. You suspect this door leads outside, but how to open it? I'm so excited for this part! Ah!
And here we are, Elpis. Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
I love it! Let's go! He sees us. He's like, I'm not even gonna acknowledge that.
Satisfied?
Man with a familiar voice. Let's go.
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
I love it.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
He's like, nope. I love this man's.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's.
I love it. Familiar stranger.
Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a solid, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image.
Wow, so you do see me.
So let's leave it be. Come.
We are definitely trouble.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Take it for the boy.
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded.
Yeah, I love him. He's like, oh.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
Just like that snap, I love it. So apparently even 10,000 years ago he was doing that snap for everything.
You may open your eyes.
Ah, I love the snap. That's actually where she picks it up. Lore-wise, she picks it up from him in the future. During Shadowbringers.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
Yes.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name, and I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here? Well now, the same as us.
Oh boy.
Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
Yeah, that's why.
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say. Though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well. By way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
Gotta be less suspicious, dude. Because Deus has a point. Keep your friends close, and your enemies closer.
Having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
That too. He's just like, love it. This man's just so used to Deus, and whoever the current Azem is just like.
Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge.
He's just like
Elpis.
He's just so used to it. The world unsundered, Elpis. I wish we could like explore the entirety of the world unsundered, but you know. Programming. Oh.
This presence.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
I actually want to do a Starbird minion farm eventually. Might do that tomorrow instead of stream. This is hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why, it feels as if you could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I shall start with the basics. Using concepts to give shape to ether, creation magics allow us to bring forth anything we desire, be it inanimate objects or living beings. Anyone may conceive of concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation at the Bureau of the Architect. As part of that process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to Elpis for in-depth observation and study. Fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you'll enjoy touring it with us. My question is, can I attune to the Aetheryte? Now that I'm not, you know. Nope. Not yet. Okay. Hellenikos. There it is. Aetheryte is looking you up and down. Now that our friend Hermes aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. Chances are he will be at the main observation hub, so let us seek him out there first. Tired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Our dear Emmett Selk wishes to keep a low profile for his errand, so... Do you know how to make a rope? The basic concept will do. Nope. No, in that case, Emmett Selk? No, your whim, your responsibility. You're getting another thimble of ether out of me. The way he scrimps sometimes. You'd think he wasn't a nigh bottomless font of magic. Yeah! Very well, I shall make the rope, but perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the requisite material. Actually, let me open up the... Oh, it's already open. Anagnoresis. Yep, we get it both on this quest. Okay. That's perfect. Remember, not allowed to have mounts from the future. You can bring stuff from the past into the future, into the present, but you cannot bring stuff from the future into the past. Ah! I don't want to die. Emmett Silk, save me! Yes, these creatures should suffice. What? An etheric rope. I want to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 pedalodi? There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 different kinds should serve. Now, I should mention that the strength of the rope is tied, and no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your ether is still thin compared to ours, you'll need to weaken the pedalodi first. Good luck. Oh! Heck. Heck. I'm not supposed to kill it. No! Leave me alone. I wasn't supposed to kill them. Damn it! Okay, I got blue. Oh! Aetheryte is here, not here. That's why. You got the pedalodi? Come, let us see. Destined. Yes, these 5 fellows will do nicely, and now for a spot of reversion. There, it's ready. It's nothing fancy, but then we're trying not to stand out. Try it on for size. I love this outfit, by the way. Oh, it's fine. There's no one around to tell us off. Besides, we can always make more pedalodi. They need only a tiny amount of ether. It may take some effort to get the form and composition right, but anyone familiar with the concept should be able to manage. Well and good to disguise and educate it, but it won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. Fair point, but at the very least, it should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. He's just like... Emetzelk speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. No, best to simply say that you're a familiar. The question is whose? Ah, of course, Azam's. If you say you belong to her, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Apparently we used to be really wild back in the day. Exploiting our associate's absence. For lack of a presence, absolutely. Were she here, she'd have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. Yeah, yeah. Sounds about right. With that, your story is settled. Let us continue with our errand. We're not actually connected to thing. Okay. First things first. We gotta go back to the Crystarium. Luckily, we don't actually have to teleport backwards, back here. Ethernet, the pendants. It's not the Snow White dye that I prefer to have it at. Honestly, we probably just won't dye it at all. Yeah, because it doesn't look right with Snow White dye. We'll keep it black. I'm not spending $10 to get Snow White dye. That's... I know for a fact I have glamour prisms. And 3 dyes. It actually doesn't change the color. Remove dye. It doesn't really change the color. We'll keep it like this. Give us black gloves to match the glasses. Okay, it is 13. See. Change glamour plate link to 13 from 1, and then scholar. Change the glamour plate to 13 from 12. Alright, now I'm gonna be right back, and then we'll head back to the Times of Eld. Hey, we're back. Okay. Control Shift I. Yes, I'm getting 100 FPS right now. Honestly, I might just open up all of these just so I can open them. Okay. Sad. So I can't change it to white. So we'll just keep it black. It's too bad that we can't go back to the Oh, we can go both. I thought we couldn't do the others. That's actually interesting. Does it give us the fancy? Oh, it would be cool, if it did, but since it doesn't, that's fine. But there you go. It is now glammed. We are now glamorous, fabulous. And now back to the story. In search of Hermes. Ithildeus is ready to continue on if you are. Yes, let's go. If you're ready, let us continue along the path to Anagnoresis. The place serves as an observation hub and residence both. Someone there should be able to point us in the direction of Hermes. I think they always attack, even when we're level 90. Pants. 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 I actually don't know what it looks like on the guy. Is it gonna say Sanctuary? If it says Sanctuary, I'm gonna split back between the two. Really quick. You enter Sanctuary. We are scholarly girl until it says until there's a fight. And then we switch to summoner girl. Summonery. Yes, can I help you? Wish to speak with Chief Hermes? Do you know where we might find him? Well now, by your mask I assume you're one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation. Between you and us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see, I see. My lips are sealed. I hope so. The chief would be out conducting observations as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creatures, so I expect you will find him at one of the pools here. The pools, you say. Many thanks and apologies for disrupting your work. I say, Hythlodaeus. While I've never met Hermes, you know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his ether? Aye, that I could. As you know, Emetzelk and I can discern the color of souls. By the same token, we can also see ether quite keenly, and from great distances. With this skill, I could readily locate Hermes, but I felt that it would be a waste of an opportunity. We're here to perform an assessment after all. By searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Elpis and the man in charge of it. This is as much for your enjoyment like as not, but point taken. And then 10,000 years into the future, the man is very much like Hythlodaeus and Azem in his mannerisms. As we well know, he got very theatrical with us. Phantom 81. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for Hermes. Cornus profile, he has short, dark hair. So you know, it's because we're in Elpis that we don't have our cowls up. A special exemption due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you possess any. It's a rare treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring me. Come, let's find our man. Individuality is unseemly. Ugh. Individuality. Ugh. To be fair, though, it makes sense 10k years ago. Actually, hold up. What mounts do I have on Mydia? I have the collector's edition stuff and whatever ones were given via story. Fair is fair. I've completely dodged any of the NPCs we're supposed to talk to. Oh, we're supposed to just go to Hermes. Bewinged girl. Hey, yo! Lads! I found the Hermes.
You are...
Oh. Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait. Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words. share your feelings, and know your thoughts. May we please be friends? May we please be friends?
As long as you never do that again.
Ah, I see you found him.
It's Ladeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation.
Emmett Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
No.
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
He says that because his guide is Anyway.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to... Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Namastoma is missing.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
he knows where this is going.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The Ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however... Excuse me.
I'll help too.
What are we supposed to do with this lot?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
What is this? Oh. The Amistoma. Hermes saw it high up the tree. He climbed up to get it, but it jumped on him and he slipped. Yes, rest assured, this is nothing new to me. I've ended up in far more compromising positions in the course of my work. Now, for your own safety, please stand back. Hermes, are you alright? Quite alright, yes. My apologies for making you worry, Mydia. Both you and her... Mydia Bosco, you are called. An intriguing name, somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Thank you for coming after me. As for you, little one, you must be more careful. Maybe a little fly, but it doesn't mean you cannot fall and hurt yourself. Oh no, I had forgotten all about its fellows. Truly, what a relief. I must thank Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus when I return to them, but first, with distractions out of the way. As Chief Overseer of Elpis, permit me to welcome you to our facility. I hope you'll enjoy your time here. Ponder, Warren, cherish, welcome. Having found the wayward Ambisoma, Hermes is the picture of relief. Well, we mustn't keep the others waiting. Let us return to Anagnoresis. My apologies for the trouble. Owing to your kind assistance, all them Bistomas are safe and well. I'll presently send them back to their space if you would go on ahead to the main building. Upon entering, you will see a table and chairs, the meeting area. We may speak there. Very well. Take care not to let the creature slip away again. There's a shop here, but what's available in the shop, though? I can't afford anything, but what's in the shop? The 539 gear. It'd be save and delete. This is it. Oh, wow. That's actually not that bad. Hold on, let's dye it. So this is what it looks like in soot black. It's actually not that bad. That's actually pretty good. This would be the full gear set. I like it, I like it. I like the set. Good to know if I manage to The thing is, once we get through Catesis, what I wish I could do, but I won't, is go through Catesis on repeat. But I can't do that because I'm like a dual wielding.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins. What? Will I have to remove you by force? Let's hear them then, these reasons of yours. Who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance.
I do not object to her attendance.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe she can be trusted. Meteion would not have taken to her so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
It's funny. I'm not even third party technically.
As you wish then. Behave yourself, do you hear?
So, it's finally happened then.
Aye. Van Daniels declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the Convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Fandaniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the Convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Fandaniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the Star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Return to the Star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the Star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no, I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Mydia outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
Sorry, Mydia, I didn't mean to. A walk. Perhaps we can go for a walk. You know, I just realized something. There's no way to look at, like, the... There's no way to see, like, Oh, that's where the fashion accessories are. Hermes gets sad when he thinks about death. When others are sad, I'm sad too. That's how I am, how he made me. But don't worry, I'm fine now. So, why did you come here? You want to learn about Elpis and Hermes? Ooh, teach you. I can teach you. We can take turns. I tell you something, then you tell me something. It will be. Where to start? Ah, yes, let's talk to Memnon. You should be near the Aetheryte. I'm not good at explaining, but Memnon is. So I'll have him explain instead. And what have we here? Though you look like a person, you have the ears of a beast. I assume you are a familiar like Mydia. Is there something you need? This is Mydia. Could you teach her about Elpis? A newly arrived familiar, is she? Very well. I should be glad to introduce our fair facility to her. As you know, it is mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of this duty, we employ creation magics to bring forth new life. However, we cannot simply release our works into the world, for it would lead to chaos. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist, testing which is conducted here in Elpis. Every candidate is subjected to rigorous study in which we identify their properties, surmise what habitats might be suitable, and speculate as to the effects they may have on the environment and other species. My elbow's acting up. I may actually have to end stream. Oof. Should be judged a beneficial addition to the star, it'll be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you, too, were created with the hope of making the star a better place, so heed your masters well and be good, do you hear? We will, Memnon, we will. Thanks for the lesson. You got a turn. Now I got a turn. Where'd you come from? There's such a place? I had no idea. This place is important to you. I can feel it. My power. I haven't told you about it. A creation. Let's find a creation. One not being watched. Then I'll explain my power. Yes? That's so weird. I don't know who this is. But they just shouted my character's name. Oh, this creation is perfect. But I don't remember seeing it before. Perhaps it's new. Anyway, I'll try reading its mind. That's my power. It has no thoughts. Can't read it. Maybe there's nothing to read? Wait, please wait. I'll try again with you this time. Greetings, can you hear me? This is my power. I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotions to others in return. I'm not actually speaking to you in your mind, rather, you are converting my emotions into words and attention. Process performed subconsciously by intelligent life forms. This ability is vital to my mission, for it allows me to interact with intelligent beings, even should they communicate via unknown languages or other nonverbal means. As a consequence, I am clumsy at speaking. Yet though I struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermes wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thoughts and feelings that they may wish to hide. I harbor an affection for you, one that is difficult to define. Aside from the fact that you share common traits with us, your thoughts are complex, prismatic. They draw me in and leave me wanting to know more. Out of respect for your privacy, I'll refrain from using my power when speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know that I wish to be your friend. I mean, I want to be your friend too, Mydia. Did you hear me? Good, now it's my turn again. So, what are you good at? Mydia's crap at crafting and gathering. Like, absolute crap. Ooh, fighting! That must mean you're strong. Hermes is strong too, but he doesn't like to fight, even when creations fight him. I think we might be bothering it. Let's keep going. We'll go and see Yuanth next. She's usually in a small building, one on the west row. I don't have frontline activated. That's annoying. Well, if it is a Medion, I see you've brought a friend today. Greetings, Yuanth. An apple. Could you make me an apple? The kind Hermes likes, covered in syrup. I want to share it with Mydia. Oh, candied apple. Hermes is certainly partial to them, but you know you can't eat Medion. You weren't made to do so. But I like to. I like it too. It may seem that way, but it's due to your ability to share others' feelings. You've taken Hermes' likes for your own. In any case, I can't prepare an apple right now, but I'll bring one for Hermes soon, I promise. I'm sorry, Mydia, I wanted to show you my favorite thing, then I could ask about yours, but I failed. Well, we've walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes has finished talking too. Shall we go and see? Uh... There you are. I can see the fresh air has done Mydia good. Mydia wanted to learn about you and Elpis, so I taught her. About this place, about my power, about your favorite food. I'm not sure if that last one will be of any use. I do appreciate you keeping Mydia company. While you're away, I finished speaking with our guests. Finished? Hardly. You requested time to consider the invitation, so we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. My apologies. It has been decided that Emmett Salk and Ithildeus will accompany me as I tend to my duties. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too. I'm compelled to remind you that she is in no way associated with the convocation. We simply chanced to meet at Propylaeon. There is no guarantee that the matters we discuss will remain private. Do not mind. To see the joy your presence brings Mydia, I cannot imagine our mysterious friend harbors malicious intent. Yeah. Mydia is kind, really. Truly. She taught me as much as I taught her. You're coming, of course. To watch Hermes, you're bound to learn lots and lots. Okay, I'm gonna end here prematurely, but nonetheless, I'm gonna end here just simply because... Ow! My elbow is like acting up, and it's an old injury I sustained when I was a teen and whatnot. It's not good for me to keep putting extra pressure like this on it. So I will be back tomorrow. With obviously more of this. Hopefully then tomorrow we can finish off this batch of quests. And I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.